Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of our beginner tutorial series. In the last episode we sat there and we made all these trees and this foliage, but in this episode I'm going to show you how to turn all this open area right here into this automatically, and it's only going to take like 10 minutes, so stay tuned. See you in a minute. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to our content browser here. And we're already in, and I'll just show you, we're content and then landscape and then materials. All right, and we want to right click in there, right click with your mouse, go to foliage, and we want this landscape grass type. So click on that. We'll just name it grass underscore type. And once we do that, just open it up. And what we have here is just these grass varieties here, and it says 0 array elements. So just click the add element plus button, then come over here to index and hit that. All right, so right here, this is what's going to actually spawn onto our grass layer whenever we approach it. As long as we're within these distances right here, which is the distance it's going to show your start and your end cold distance. All right, so the first thing we want to do here is go to this grass mesh because we need a static mesh to show. And in the last episode we downloaded the kite demo from Fab, and I'll put a link in the description if you didn't see that episode, so you can go over there and get it. But in that there is a grass mesh which is called SM underscore field grass underscore 01. That's the one we're going to use. All right, so now that we got that in there, we have our grass density set at 400, which this is a value you're going to play with because this determines how much grass is going to be showing up and spawning. For now, we'll leave it at 400 just for me to show you. This is the quality of it. I usually don't mess with it too much. But down here, the scaling, I do want to mess with that because I don't want it to be the same size grass. That's not realistic. So let's go from like 0.5 to say 1.5. It's a really good variety there. So once we've done that, just hit save and then go over here, back to your content browser, and we're going to go into our content, landscape, materials, and we're going to click on our actual landscape material. Okay, sorry, this was already for testing, but all right. So first thing we're going to want to do is right click in the graph here, and we're going to search landscape grass output. All right, and once we click on that, just go over here into the details panel, and where it says grass type, just click the grass underscore type that we just created. All right, now go over here to the side and we're going to search landscape layer blend, or sorry, landscape layer sample. Landscape layer sample. Now, very, very important here. This has to be named the exact name of the layer right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to click on where we connected these two layers together, and we're going to copy that. We're going to come back over here, and where it says in the details panel parameter name, we're going to paste it there so there's no typos. Okay, and that should be it. Just connecting these two together, hit apply, and hey, looky here. And if we press play, we have grass. All right. As you can see how it's spawning as we get to it and all that. And you can add a lot more things on here. You don't just have to add grass, but you can add a lot more things on here. But just, look at that. That looks, that's so much different. So, and as you can see, it does not get on this layer here. All right. So let's go out of this and let's play with this a little bit. So let's go back to our landscape grass top right here. And just for fun, let's put this on like 800. And I'm going to show you the difference real quick on just a few of these settings. All right, now look. You see how much more thicker it is? You can have as much or as little, but be very careful with this. I'm going to show you. If you go up here to this little hamburger menu here and you click show FPS, you say we're running at 120 right now, but if you were to you know, have a big open world and have a lot of these instances sitting around, like, it's not going to run that good. So I like to, let's get somewhere in the middle, like 600 here. But here's the fun thing, we can do even more than that. So if we go back over here to our grass type, we can add another element here. Let's shrink that one down. Let's open this one up and let's see what else we got here. Let's see what rocks we got. Okay, here, medium boulder. Let's see. Yeah, let's add this medium boulder low poly on here, and let's set it to, like, say maybe 100. And we don't want them all the same size, so let's scale them from like 0.2 to 1. And oh wow, that's way too much. Okay, let's go back. All right, so let's set that down to, like, let's say maybe 10. And let's see how that looks. That's still a lot of rocks. Let's go to maybe 1. Let's do 1. Okay. There we go. See, that looks a lot better. And if we go over here, so you can see, we just got a random rock. But hey, we didn't have to stop there. We don't have to stop. We can do more. Okay, so now let's go and let's add another one. And and if it's a smaller level, you can essentially do your whole foliage this way. But let's do like 0.5 on this, because now let's go and get our tree. Let's do this Scots pine tall, and let's add it, and let's see what this looks like now. And looky there, all spawned. Oh, we didn't change their height. Let's do our scaling from, let's say, like 0.2 to, let's say, 1.5. All right, now look at the difference here. All right, so now we've got some smaller trees and we've got some bigger trees in here. So you can see you got like this little baby tree here. And if we were just to right click and press play, now we've got a little forest. And we made all that in like, what, 10 minutes? Quick, easy, and it's really an efficient way to do this, especially for smaller worlds. If you look out in the distance, you'll see it colon. And like I said, if you're in a smaller world, then yeah, this isn't going to hurt you too bad performance-wise. But if you're doing like a big open world game like I'm doing, yeah, it really takes up a lot of memory. So as you see it, non-nani marking Q overflow starting to kill us in this deep forest here. But yeah, that's it. So that's how you make a landscape grass type and spawn grass and trees and rocks all over your world. Tune in for episode 5. Thanks guys. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell.